Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've posted a video update, so let's get right into it first with a update to my Lego fleet. I've got quite a few here. This is just a small part of my collection. We've got a few more from the Car Transporter series. I've got a couple of the Formula One cars, and then a myriad of speed champions to include some sports cars like the 911 that I just got over Christmas, a couple of F40s, and then I've got a couple of the Formula One cars. Over Christmas was quite busy, and I just wanted to highlight a few welcome additions to my collection. So here's what we've got. So first is the Formula One car from F1 the movie, the AGX car, I believe the team was called, and I've opted for obviously the Brad Pitt Sonny character. The next one is actually one of my most favorite additions to the collection, and that's the 911 GT car with the Rexy livery from the IMSA series. This one's pretty special to me because I have seen this car race in real life over at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for a couple of summers now, so that's a really cool addition. I really like the size and scale of this car because it complements the Ford GT that I also have in my collection. They're of equal scale, and it's really neat having those two cars next to each other. The third one is the famous Le Mans Ford GT40. I believe it's the Mark II. I really like this one as well. For its scale, the shape and the detail is really, really cool. However, I will say I was slightly disappointed with its size. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but I understand that it's meant to fall into the scale of the Car Transporter series. So I do understand why they chose that size, but overall I think it's a great looking car, especially with the gold rims and the number 2 livery. It is really cool. And then finally I got the Icons Shelby Cobra. This one is really, really cool and a lot of fun to build. I do like the Icon series of the cars. They just feel a little bit blockier and more sturdy than the Technic cars, and it complements well with my 911 Turbo and the Countach. What I will also say is, as far as upcoming news, I did show that I've got the 2 Formula One cars. I have pre-ordered the Michael Schumacher Ferrari, so I can't wait to get that in the mail just after March 1st and add that to my collection. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the RC car side of things. As all of my subscribers and followers know, I do have a fleet of X-Ray cars in the touring car series that I race in Smith Falls as part of the Ottawa On-Road Racing Car Club. So just quickly, this is a 2022 X-Ray X4 in the 21.5 touring car spec. This is a 2022 X4 in USGT, and this is a 2024 X1 in GT12 rubber. You may not recognize this body. This is a new body for my touring car. This is a Wolverine body, super lightweight, really cool. It has taken me a few races to get used to the different handling qualities as opposed to the old Biddy Designs body. I would assume it's because there is a weight difference, which then alters kind of the weight distribution on the 21.5. So I am getting used to the way that the car handles with this new Wolverine body, but I really, really enjoy it. And thanks to Drew for giving me the awesome paint job, including the sparkly windshield that I didn't ask for. The other big update here is in the GT12 rubber. I have gone to brand new gravity treaded tires, which I've been running previously, and I ran last weekend, and I did find a drastic improvement in handling with respect to running of those new tires. What I've also done is I've upgraded the battery. I've gone from my older, let's get it here. I was running previously the Genzace Redline 1S batteries, but I did started to notice that they are starting to get a bit puffy, and as a result, perhaps being a little bit tired in the power delivery department. So I went ahead and upgraded to a Team Zombie 1S battery, which I found made a considerable difference as far as power delivery and consistency as far as power throughout the 5-minute race. However, what I didn't know when I ordered this thing, it's got 4mm bullets, so I had to do a little bit of soldering to change the size of the connector bullets in the car, but again, not a huge deal, just a 5-minute job. What I will also say is a huge announcement. I am going to be attending the Canadian National Championships this year. I have registered. Rather than run 3 cars, which I usually do on the club weekends, I've decided to focus on 2 cars, and those 2 cars will be the 21.5 touring car in the super stock category, and I will run GT12 rubber. I have foregone to run USGT. The reason being is this is a pretty big event. I want to concentrate on the 2 cars that I'm running as far as keeping them set up properly for a black carpet setup, which we typically don't run in Smith Falls. We run an older gray carpet setup. So I want to be able to focus my time on getting these 2 cars dialed in for the track. I am going to bring the USGT car for the sole reason as it's the identical chassis to the touring car. So if I do break something on the touring car that I don't have spares for, I can sacrifice the USGT car and take the parts off. I've used identical setups as far as the stiffness of the control arms, etc. So everything that I can take off of here, I can easily cross load and install onto the touring car in case I break something serious. So I'm really, really excited to attend the Nationals in April. They're taking place in Welland, and that's something that's really, really exciting for me. And just quickly on a final note, let me just unclip the camera. What I have done to upgrade my pit setup is I've gone with the version 5 pit hauler from Team Yokomo. Really, really cool bag. It's got 3 sets of drawers, so the bottom 2 fit the 1/10 scale perfectly, and then the top shelf is reserved for the GT12 car. And then obviously for those who do own this thing, it's got a really cool setup for up top where it's got, let me just get this, it's got all of my tools all nicely organized. So that's a nice addition to my pit setup. So for those who do follow and subscribe to my channel, thank you very much. If you're new, please subscribe. I will be endeavoring to provide more videos this year, especially as I get closer to Nationals, and I hope to cover my time in Nationals quite extensively, so please stand by for that. That will be happening in April. So until next time, I'll see you later.